Two members of the Royal Canadian Air Force are feared dead and two others are injured after a Chinook helicopter crashed in Ontario. The aircraft went down in the Ottawa River near Garrison Petawawa just after midnight. Our Mercedes Stephenson is at the base following the developments. Mercedes?
Neithu, we have been watching the parade of very somber and sad faces leaving this base as colleagues worry about those two missing individuals who have still not been identified by the military. We have seen vehicles entering the base from the Ontario Provincial Police that are titled Underwater Search and Recovery Unit. On his way into question period today, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau surprised reporters by stating that some members of the Canadian Armed Forces had died in the crash.
I was happy to speak with the Chief of Defence Staff last night to express my condolences on for the families and colleagues of the members who've been killed.
Neither the military certainly wasn't expecting the Prime Minister to break that news, and they still have not confirmed that those two members are dead, although they've updated their language to call this a search and recovery operation instead of search and rescue. Military sources tell me that's partially because the military has a policy of not declaring people deceased until the missing have actually been recovered.
Okay. And Mercedes, how are these helicopters used and what was the aircrew training for?
So I'm told that this is a fairly typical night training exercise. They were going up the Ottawa River. That is a common insertion point for troops to practice, to deliver, for example, key equipment, or to deliver up to 30 crew that can be on board this, soldiers that will be inserted somewhere. And the nighttime part is because Western militaries actually have an advantage at night because they have night vision goggles. We still don't know the details of what actually happened in this crash, but there will be a full investigation into it. It is the workhorse of the military fleet. I spoke with Jason Arthur, who's a former pilot on a Chinook, and this is what he told us about the situation in the community today.
The military is a very close-knit group and family, and an event like this definitely will shake everyone to the core, and I know they'll do everything they can to investigate this and make sure that they are able to prevent it from happening again.
Neithu, at this hour, the Chinook fleet has not been grounded, but what caused this behemoth to go into the river will certainly be something the military is looking into, and we are waiting for updates on what has happened to those two missing members of its crew.
All right, Mercedes Stephenson in Petawawa, Ontario. Thanks for this, Mercedes.